What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're frying chicken, but not just any chicken. I have the ultimate chicken brine recipe for you to make your fried chicken extra juicy and delicious. Meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
All right, guys, today's your lucky day because we're about to change your life if you're a chicken or poultry eater. Brining, in my opinion, is one of the best ways to impart flavor all the way down to the bone because through osmosis, the meat is going to absorb all of the salt, the sugar, all the things that were added into the solution. Tried and true method, been around for forever, and I'm going to show you how to do it. First things first, we need 4 cups of cold water. We're going to add some aromatics in the form of herbs. We're going to add some salt, some sugar. The full recipe, as always, is down below for you. Give this recipe a try, and you're going to love it. All right, guys, so the goal here is to get all that flavor into the water, let it dissolve by bringing it to a boil for a few minutes. Then we're going to pour that into a bowl of ice like you see right here. The goal now is to quickly drop the temperature of that water. You don't want to put the chicken in anything too hot, so you want this to get to at least room temperature minimum, and then we're going to add the chicken to it. The ice is also going to add additional water. That way the chicken is fully submerged. Pop this in the fridge for 12 to 24 hours. You can do this for turkey for Thanksgiving, turkey wings, any kind of poultry. This recipe right here is the one for you. All right, folks, once you got the brine out of the way, it's time to talk about the next most important thing, in my opinion, which is the breading. Today, we're using a combination of all-purpose flour and cornstarch. I prefer a 4-to-1 ratio. So we got 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and then we're going in with 1 cup of cornstarch. The cornstarch is going to help ensure that the wings are extra crispy. We're going to go ahead and add that in there. Now we're going in with a couple tablespoons of salt. All the specific measurements will be down below for you. Also, guys, if you don't know already, which if you watch my channel, you probably do, I have my own all-purpose seasoned flour on my website at MrMakeItHappen.com. But for those of you guys that are trying to do this at home today, here's a good recipe for you. Here is a little buttery garlic pepper. It's going to add some delicious flavor from the butter extract. A little chicken bouillon powder. It's going to add a little MSG and amplify the chicken flavor. We got some Italian seasoning, about a tablespoon or so of that. A little extra onion powder. Just pop the top off of this. Got to get that onion in there. Good tablespoon or so of that as well. Followed by some garlic. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of my AP, which has onion and garlic as well, but it also has salt, some black pepper, a little paprika. And then for citrus, we're going to add a little lemon bay seasoning. You could add lemon pepper if you want, but about a teaspoon or 2 of that. Once we got all that in there, we're going to break out the whisk and mix to combine. I'm a big fan of just ensuring that your flour tastes good before you go dredging your chicken in it. They say you shouldn't taste raw flour, so I'm not going to advise you to do so, but at my house, my whole life, I've been just a little, fingertips worth, just to make sure that you can taste the seasoning. Because if you don't taste it now, you're not going to taste it later. All right, so we got the brine, we got the breading. Now let's talk chicken. We're going to keep it real simple today. Groceries are super expensive. There's things like buttermilk and egg wash, which in my opinion are 2 of the better ways to dredge your chicken wings. However, there's a third and much more cheaper option today, and that is yellow mustard. So we're going to use that just to kind of get the flour to kind of adhere to the chicken. You just want a tablespoon or 2. I'm going to add a little hot sauce as well, just for some spice and some additional flavor. It's also going to have a little vinegar in there that'll help tenderize the meat a little bit. And then for seasoning, we're going to keep it real simple because we did use that brine recipe, and we do have seasoned flour here. We don't want to over season. Just a little AP seasoning on the chicken is all you're going to need, especially if you do a 24-hour brine. You don't want to go too crazy. We get in there and just mix this together with our hands. Make sure that the chicken is well coated in that yellow mustard and hot sauce. Make sure you got a little bit of AP seasoning on there or just some salt and pepper. Once your oil gets to 350 degrees, we're going to drop this chicken on in the oil for about 8 to 12 minutes, depending on how many steroids your chicken's on. We're going to go ahead and get it breaded about 5 or 6 minutes before we drop it. That way the flour has time to really stick to the chicken and coat it nicely. So once the oil hits 350 degrees, it's good to go. And we're going to go ahead and gently place our chicken wings on in there. right on into the hot tub. Don't overcrowd your fryer, guys. We got a lot of questions about what fryer this is. It's from a company called Camp Chef. They're not a sponsor, but it'd be nice if they send me a new one because I've had this one for a long time now. But we're gonna go ahead and go in with about 5 or so wings at a time. Just let them fry up 8 to 12 minutes depending on the size of your wings. As you guys know, there's a huge variance in the size these days. But just watch them. Once they hit 165 internal temperature, they're safe to eat. You're gonna make sure they have a nice golden brown color. All right, guys, it's time for the moment of truth. We're gonna find out if we have achieved chicken wing perfection. After they get golden brown and beautiful at 165 degrees internal temperature, we drain them off, let them cool, and then plate them up. This is the part where I say brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. The only thing left to do is dig in for the taste test. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. I'm gonna grab one from the bottom because these are not quite as hot as the ones that are on top because they came out to grease a little sooner. I can see the juiciness. I can hear the crispiness. Cheers. That's fried chicken right there. Flavor all the way to the bone. Take this with me. Mic check, mic check. Am I good?
Yeah.
Ready?
Flavorful. Do that.
Fun fact, part of my family was there when they fried the first chicken wing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got mine with that too.
Just found out.
There you go. It's all good. You want to eat the wings up.
Yeah. Here. Make these.
Go ahead and get a Pepsi.
Enjoy these.
A lot of people don't get the flavor of the flour right.
No, most of the time they don't.
It tastes like flour.
Every time you need hot sauce and all type of
Oh,
All right, people, the time is now. My new cookbook, Meet Me in the Kitchen, is officially available for purchase. And for a limited time, if you buy right now, you're going to get a signed copy. So head over to mrmakeithappen.shop. Get your brand new cookbook with over 100 recipes for all skill levels with no flavor left behind. I appreciate all the support. I'm going to be actively signing these books until my hand falls off. We got over 100 plus recipes in here, and we'll be shipping daily. Thank you. Head to mrmakeithappen.shop for your signed copy.